Air fried buffalo chicken wings in the Instant Vortex Plus air frying oven. And it don't get much simpler or better than using this right here. I've used it many times in some of my other devices, but we're going to do it in this tonight. I've got the instructions right here. We're going to go by those. I bought 4 pounds tonight, but after reading their instructions when I got back, it wants the bottom tray. So we're going to do whatever I can get in that bottom tray. Now, for a bonus at the end, I had a subscriber ask me about, or he heard that these would damage his quartz countertop from the heat and damage or discolor them. So, at the end of this video, as soon as we shut off these wings and it's still as hot as it's going to be, I'm going to move this device back and we're going to take a reading on the countertop directly where this was sitting and see what it is to answer that question. I'm John Sanders. Welcome to In the Kitchen with Jelly 007. Let's cook some buffalo wings. Okay, so here are their instructions. Chicken wings, air fry roast, 20 to 30 minutes at 360 degrees, cooking tray bottom. You can use a rotisserie basket, but it looks to me like that basket and that grate would kind of chew them up. I like them to, I'm going to use the tray, in other words. I've got the tray teared out, so I'm going to weigh what I can get in there and let you know exactly how many I'm in as far as weight, and I'll count them and we'll know exactly how many I get in there. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of room between them, but I'm fixing to spray that basket and get that part started, and I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, 12 wings is what I feel comfortable. That gives them some room for the air to get around and circulate around them. 1.6 ounces. Or 1 pound, 6 ounces. And that was 2 packs, and there's what I got left after I rinsed them off. There's what I got left out of the 2 packs, and I put one of them back in the refrigerator, and I'm fixing to do the same with this. I'm fixing to spray these with avocado oil. I'm gonna get this preheated, and I'm gonna get the Vortex preheated, and we're gonna get this started. Be right back. Okay, so the oven, I've already ran it a little bit and let it preheat some ahead of time. But what we're gonna do is what the recipe calls for, air fry at 360, and I'm going to do them for 15 minutes. And then at 15 minutes, we're going to take them out and see how they look. And it shouldn't take long for it to preheat right now, but I'm waiting. I'm going to turn the camera off because it'll be a few minutes for it to say add food. And when it does, we're putting that in. Be right back. Okay, there's our add food message. Bottom tray. And again, we're going to do, well, it's already set for 15 minutes. At the end of 15 minutes, we're going to take them out. Take a look at them and flip them over. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're at 1 minute, and I did want you to get an idea of what it looks like in the oven, and I hope you can see that. But the light comes on at 1 minute, so we've got 40 seconds. I got to get ready to pull that out, so y'all bear with me. Okay, so we're coming up on the end of the 15 minutes, and by looking at them, I don't think I need to temp them. I'm going to go ahead and flip it. I'm going to let it go through its cool down cycle. And then we're going to pull them out. And I'm not even going to bother with temping them. I'm just going to get them out here and get them flipped over. And then I'll have to go through the preheat again, but we will. So y'all hold up and I'll get those flipped over and I'll be right back. Well, as a matter of fact, I've got a trick I'm going to try. So I'm not sure this is the method everyone will choose, but it looks neat to me, so I'm going to try it. I've got this extra basket. I'm going to put them over them like that right there. And I'm going to flip them over just like that. Now, that is done. Now what we got to do is get this back to air fry for 360. Should be on 15 minutes. It is. Hit start. And it wants me to add the food right now. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to move those around just a little bit, nothing drastic. Just a little bit. And slide that in with a glove instead of my finger. We're back up and running. So see y'all back in a few minutes. And I think I'm just going by when they start looking where I think they need to be temped. That's what I'm doing. Okay, we are at the 10-minute mark, which is 20 minutes of total cook time. I'm going to open them just because and see if I can get a reading and it's going to be tricky, and they're hot, there's no doubt. But I'm seeing, I'm going to have to get a better reading than that. See if I can find a better place. That one right there. Now we're going to drag that one back. I'm going to have to hold it with my finger just a little bit. And that right there. We're looking for 165, by the way. And I might say we are there. There's 195. The lowest I see is 194. I'm not sure the camera can see it, but I do see some numbers there that don't look right. Oh, I went out the other side. I'm sorry. I went out the other side of that leg. That's exactly what happened there. So I'm going to poke around just a minute. It might take me a minute, but I want to see where we're at. I want to make sure we're not that temp yet. Well, in fact, that right there should be really close. So we're talking 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and go out the other side, or go close to the other side, and then start dragging it back. 189, 188. 188. Hey, I'm pulling those out. So let me find my glove. We're going to take them out, and I'm going to get a little better readings and make sure that they're, safe. Check them all a couple of times. But anyhow, just so you know how they look, there they are. And we're about to see what they are. So y'all bear with me just a second. I'm going to get set up. I'm going to take some readings. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to take a couple more readings right quick. Try and find one that looks like one of the larger ones right here. And I'm going to come in and go right beside that bone. 178, 177. And when I pull it back, it does nothing but go up. So we are good. We're 10 degrees above what the FDA wants. So I'm going to get them in this bowl right here and get some Frank's Red Hot sauce on them. We're going to make hot wings. Hold up. Yeah, I like to forgot. We're going to see what this, in fact, I got to turn that off because it's going to try and go again. I'm just going to hit cancel. All right, now that's just ran for 20 minutes, and I'm going to be in front of the camera, but for 20 minutes at 360 degrees, and I can tell you there is no heat. There is no heat change that I can tell. And I'm looking at 80 degrees right where the oven was sitting. 83 at best. And I can even come, there's where the oven was sitting. I can come out to where it was not sitting. And it's it's 79.7. So if anything, 3 degrees. Now I'm going to look for any other type big number that I see jump. And the highest number I can get is right there, 83 degrees. That's it. So about a 4 degrees on your countertop. I promise you, I can tell by feeling, it is not hot. There is no heat on the bottom. In fact, I think that's where I feel positive. In fact, I kind of know it is. That's where it draws its air in. So, I mean, if anything, it's going to be as cool or cooler. But now, that answers a question for the guy about his quartz countertop. So let's get back to the wings over here. Be right back. Okay, so I'm sure nobody needs to tell you how to do this, but you just pour it on there. It is that simple. And this right here is excellent buffalo wing sauce. That's simple and easy and kind of goes along with stuff like air frying, where you're just trying to get something cooked in a hurry. You can make your own, of course, but you can also do this right here. And those wings are ready to be served right there. Now, I did hold one out just so we could see what it looked like without any sauce on it. And you can see it is completely done. And I don't think you could get much better than that. I might be 10 degrees over, but then I know it. I mean, that makes it perfectly safe, and there's nothing wrong with the chicken wing. Now, I went by their instructions, and there's nothing wrong with their instructions. It's just, if I were going to do it, I might have done it. I mean, now that I've done it once, I might have changed that a little bit and added some really hot air, but up to 400 at the end for a few minutes to crisp them up a little bit. But be honest with you, they're not bad just like this. And when you're going to put sauce on them, there's really no need. In fact, for doing buffalo wings, nothing wrong with that method right there. So I'm gonna get some on a plate and we'll finish this up. Y'all hold up. Okay, so I'm impressed. I mean, that was 12 wings in 20 minutes, and temps are excellent. It's cooked perfect. You saw the one that wasn't coated with anything, and it was cooked right. But let me tell you, you hand that right there to somebody watching a football game, and just watch what happens. And I mean, that's fairly simple. I don't know how you beat that. I really don't. I mean, you can do a lot of other ways. And I've got other ways that'll do it, and it'll do it just, just as well. Now, that's from not frozen, and that is one thing, I wish they'd put some instructions about, and I may figure out the times for frozen, but, well, I'm not going to, if I eat that, it's going to be really noisy. This right here has been my go-to for years, and sometimes I've mixed it before and all that, but this is really hard to beat. And it's simple. It goes, if you ask me, it goes with air frying and stuff like that because it makes it quick and easy. And rivals a lot of restaurants. I say that a lot. It'll outdo a lot of the restaurants you've been to. I promise you, the ones I've been to, it does. Thank y'all for watching my video. Like I said, we figured out, in fact, I would say no temperature was taken on by that countertop. If anything, 3 degrees. Nothing to worry about. The wings are excellent. The Vortex air, for me, has worked great so far. I got no complaints. But anyhow, as always, I'll put my head over here where y'all can touch it and subscribe. Please do. Please share. In fact, if you know somebody with quartz countertops that needs to know something like that, share this with them, because evidently that's been a question, because somebody told him that. I'll put a video over here, or Google or somebody will, that y'all probably want to watch, hopefully. Please do. Y'all have a good night. I love y'all all. Come back to see me. Bye-bye.